magic and mystery. Will you choose fame? Will you choose fortune? Or the future of the frontier? Explore remote, perilous realms. Battle hordes of ancient, powerful enemies. Unite with others to claim your fame and glory. Torchlight III. Your legend awaits.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning.
Unmute.
Oh, really?
Pull the lever.
Push the button. No, the other button.
Wait, can people hear Tyler?
Can you hear everyone else?
Yep.
You can hear me. Okay, that's good. All right. Everyone would be. But Max, why don't you start talking and then
Hi, everyone. Bean here. Welcome to our Wednesday stream. No. Welcome to our Wednesday stream, everybody. We are here to celebrate our early access launch and do a little gameplay for you and talk about some things that have gone on. First, before we start, I want to just apologize to everyone for our rocky first, 36 to 48 hours. Anytime you do a big online game launch, having 10 times the people come in breaks your servers, and it broke our servers. And that's of no solace to you who paid your $30 and wanted to play and couldn't. So apologies from us. We got things going as fast as we could. And I think we're at a state now where we're actually talking about the game and getting feedback from all of our great players. And so we appreciate that a lot. We appreciate your patience. And we really look forward to the coming months in working with you guys and, adjusting stuff, tweaking stuff, adding stuff, and making the game as good as we can. So again, thanks for bearing with us through the rocky first little bit. And we really look forward to playing with you guys for the next months in the game and in our Discord. So let's see if Bean is audible now. Are you?
I think I am so freaking audible.
Nice.
I'm very audible now. That's on me. I did have some mic issues yesterday, and I forgot to replug in stuff. So that's just a Bean maneuver there. That feels right. All right. So we are going to start off today. You've introed us. We all know that we've launched an early access. I wiped my count before this so that I could start fresh. We do have Sean, Max, and Tyler here today. I'm very sorry we don't have them on cam. We were worried about some streaming issues, and we wanted to make sure it was as clear as possible. So we'll give that a go for next week and see if we can improve streaming for next week or Friday. Oh, where's time gone? Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start from the get-go. So I've cleaned out my account. We're going to just show it all fresh. I'm going to go as a sharpshooter. What is everyone else going as?
I'm going as a forged.
I'm the rail man.
And Tyler's gonna hang out, right?
Yeah, I'm hanging out. I'm looking at stats and data, and want to help also answer questions in chat. I've gathered together a whole bunch of telemetry data to talk about and share today.
Ew, nice. I'm super excited. Okay, I'm just making a character here. I'm loving the new sharpshooter options. Do we know if we're gonna have any more sharpshooter options available to us?
Oh, you mean as far as faces?
Yeah.
I believe we have. I believe we have some heads still coming in for sharpshooter. That just. I remember Eddie talking about some coming in just last week. So.
Yeah. He and we got some in on, I think it was like Monday or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a variety of new faces and players, I believe. Yeah, we're working on like expanding the options for the male at least.
Are you ever gonna be able to have the option in game to change the way you look, like a mirror or something?
Maybe in the fullness of time, but it's not something we've built so far.
Okay.
It's one of those nice to have things that someday would be good to have,
Yeah.
like a barber in town or something.
Oh, a barber. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, what pet?
All right, I've already got my first data question, which I'm already ready for, which I already have like data ready to talk about.
Do it.
Gesturely joking, guy who hangs out in our Discord quite a bit, says, so you know what enemy got the most kills in the betas? I'm not going to answer in the beta. I'm mostly focused on the early access, but I will talk about who's got the most kills. First of all, amongst our fans, does anyone have a guess as to what the most deadly type of monster is that isn't like a boss or champion, but just
Isn't a boss? Isn't a boss.
not the bosses? What kills you the most that isn't the bosses?
Barrels.
I've seen goblins, goblin musketeer.
Barrels are always the answer. I guess that's not true anymore, but
Not the barrels. Goblins, netherlings. Nope, people still haven't guessed it. By far, the most deadly monster. There's one category of monsters. There is. Bredant 86 got it. Skeletons.
skeletons? Really?
Skeletons of all kinds.
All right.
Melee skeletons, archer skeletons. They have killed the most players. But then, and how about and on ridiculous? This is also true. The most deadly non-champion, non-boss things are skeletons. And then for hardcore, it's also true. It's just all across the board. Skeletons are killing everybody. But for champions and bosses, does anyone have a guess what the most deadly kind of champion or boss is in the game?
Server connects. Is that
Server disconnects.
Was
Hey,
that too
you-
soon? Sorry. Maybe I triggered something there.
And we're not talking affixes. Like we're talking what class of what kind of monster is it? The purple ones. Yes, we're talking about the purple things. No, it's not brawl. A lot of people aren't getting to brawl. Strong test. It's you guys are never gonna guess this. The stone elementals.
Oh, those
Are
guys,
killing.
Yeah.
those guys are bitch. They're hard.
Yeah, those things kill you.
Yeah.
Followed by a and on ridiculous, it's just the moss rats and the netherlings. Those champion versions of those things, just slaughtering people. The most popular for hardcore is dying to a moss rat.
Wow. I
Well,
wouldn't have guessed that.
that's gotta stink.
It's kind of really sting.
So here I go killing Yapper.
All right, we got more of those to come. We'll talk about that. You guys can talk over the game, but that was nothing like talking about what monsters kill you. We'll make some adjustments. I think zombies don't kill enough people.
Yeah,
There's
they're
other
too
things
small.
like that.
Yeah.
What else have we got?
Alright, so I'm gonna go turn in this quest.
Okay, so here's the one of the ones we know we wanted to talk about stat-wise today. This a big important stat question. What are the most popular classes in the game to play? So I want to see in chat people ranking what they think. You know, sharpshooter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's the order of what's your 1, 2, 3, 4? Of what you
Sharpshooter.
think?
It's gotta
Or
be.
no, but the full ranking, not just what's
Okay.
most popular. Put them in order.
Alright. All right, here's my guess. Are you ready? I'm gonna go.
Yeah, what's your guess?
I'm gonna go sharpshooter, dusk
Uh-huh.
mage, forged, and then railmaster.
All right. I'm seeing a lot of guesses like that.
I'm gonna go with ranged, and then below that, anything not ranged. Yeah, coward.
Sean, are you saying we might need to work on making ranged melee a little better?
Maybe.
And by
Yeah.
that, Tyler means he's going to nerf ranged.
No.
Don't tempt me, Max. It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, you can buff melee or you can nerf ranged. Guess what Tyler's going to do? No, we'll do some melee buffs.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of guesses here in chat, and I'm gonna just single out Rum4 as having the most wrong answer, and everyone else being just about right. So sharpshooter is the most popular, followed by dusk mage, and those two they're not the same, but they're close. And then Railmaster and Forged, which Railmaster and Forged are within 0.4% of each other as far as time played.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, Sean and Max. I almost ditched you and just started going on my own.
Yeah, I was like, wait, are you coming back to us?
I'm so anxious to play because I knew my account was gonna get wiped. So this is my I'm just very anxious. I want to get in.
Should I invite you then?
Yeah,
Or-
I'm ready. I'm here in town.
All right. Are you
We should be friends.
Are you extra hold on. Extra bean?
Yeah. I'm the bean.
This points to another thing I'd like to improve is getting other players to show up on the minimap a little further out. So I could not tell anyone else here until.
Well, this is odd. I'm
I
not.
think we have a bug for that, but I don't think we've gotten to it yet.
I'm not able to invite you.
Oh, no. Since you guys are already in a party too, so I can't come in.
Yeah.
Are you in the
a lot of
town?
us love the Forged too. I mean,
All right.
Dolapex is pointing out, the best class is Forged. I think the Forged has got a lot of cool stuff going on, and we keep putting in new cool locomotion. I don't know. Most people probably don't realize the Forged doesn't always have crab legs.
Hold on, Tyler. Sorry.
I did it wrong.
Okay.
I misspelled you. I did an underscore and you don't have one.
Yeah, I think Sean gave me a. Oh, there we
There you
go.
go.
Cool. We're ready.
Sorry. I typed it in wrong.
No problem. Where are you guys at?
We're in town.
Town, but probably a different town.
All right.
Yeah, should we could all go to the same forest though if we go out there. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, just go out there. You'll be there
All
together.
right. Let's go.
Let's go.
Wander out. Here we go. I see Sean.
All right. Sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No worries.
When is Act 3 going to be released? Do you guys have any hints? What? Hey, why don't you guys go through the content plan of early access?
So
So
we
soon.
are hoping. We just branched yesterday. That means we took a bunch of work we did and set it aside so we can clean it up and prepare it to be released. And we just did that yesterday with the build that will have Act 3. We are hoping to have that out in 2 weeks. That's our plan. Plans sometimes fail, but
They do not.
yeah. But the intent is to have this big patch with lots of other stuff. It's not just Act 3 in there. There's a lot of other work we've put into that. A lot of other improvements and changes and bug fixes. But yeah, that's coming up in 2 weeks. And then they're asking what about endgame and wipes and stuff too. We are actively playing and working on the endgame now. This is like Sean's biggest mission lately. His goal in life of the moment. I played it some this morning, and it was fun. It was hard. It was, but admittedly, I'm playing a cheated character where I don't know where all the buttons do because I just cheated it up.
We don't do that. We don't hacks.
I hack all the time. And then but it was hard, and I didn't have enough potions, so we wiped.
All right, we've gone into Heroes Rest. Are you? Oh, you're already in there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I got quests to do.
Bean, do you just play with the camera zoomed in on purpose?
I do. I think it's so pretty.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. Everyone says it makes it look like a mobile game.
I think.
I'm serious.
Okay. Here you
Are
go.
you playing on Android?
You're not. We have. By the way, just to
Spoiler.
clear things up, in case people have never heard, I have never seen our game play on a mobile device. I've never seen our game simulated on a mobile device. There's been no attempt to make this work on a mobile device.
I like playing in because I think the environment is so darn pretty, and I like.
That's fine, but everyone's gonna think that's how the game looks, though.
No, they're just gonna think I'm stupid.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
I'll zoom out a little bit. I'll go halfway in there. There we go. All right. It's pretty. Why wouldn't you want to see everything? Look at these mushrooms.
I know.
Look at look at all the
yeah.
hard work that went into these mushrooms right here. That.
Yes, I have phones, B-Run. We have phones. Yes, Relic, we have phones. I'm not joking in that. I'm just saying, hey, there's nothing wrong with mobile games, but I don't want people to have this false history. There's this weird myth going around that at some point, we're trying to make this a mobile game, and that has never been the case. So anyway,
I'm just saying, I'd buy this mobile game though.
it's true. But having said all that, we know that this comes from a place of people making observations and pointing out things that could be better. And we are trying to make things better.
One of those things was the UI scaling, right? You guys had talked about
yes,
that.
UI scaling is one part of this, and we have dramatically shrunk the UI at higher resolutions and are now internally, and we're still looking at it ourselves. We're not releasing that anytime soon, but we're trying to adjust it so that the UI doesn't look quite as big and chunky when you've got a giant monitor right next to your nose.
There's also been some chat about some of the, some of the things that are missing too, that people feel like maybe that also brings to it, that I think, internally is being talked about too, of just, maybe some content that still needs to be fleshed out a little bit more and whatnot.
We're also, one other thing in this space was talking about whether our levels are too short. So I don't know if Sean and I need to take a look at that. We definitely have easy levers for making the levels longer.
Really?
We've had them longer before, and in many cases, people didn't enjoy that. So this is the length we thought people were having fun at.
We could probably selectively just do an inventory to make sure that they're all that way.
Yeah, and we did do a pass to find which ones were too long and made sure to shorten them. But we could also look to make sure some of them aren't too short. Some of these early, but honestly, the early levels are intended to be shorter. We wanted you to get some wins and some boss fights pretty quick at the beginning. And so people, if they thought that the rest of the game was going to be like that, it's not.
I just had an idea. We should do a mobile version that's only fishing.
Torchlight fishing. Oh my gosh.
This is the next project. Max has announced our next project. Oh goodness, you guys are crazy.
All right, I got my stuff. I got my pen.
The game is too short if you play on easy mode, someone says. Let's talk about difficulties, because it is true that the people who play on the easy difficulty do get to the end of Act 2 pretty fast. However, that's not a lot of people. Let's see if there's a guess of what percent people in the stream watching the stream. What percent of players do you think are playing on casual? That's what we call the easiest one, right? Casual.
Practice.
Yeah, because we keep renaming them like crazy. Okay, casual. Yeah. What percent of players do you think are playing on casual? I'm seeing 35%, 40%, 8%, 10s, 0 even. We're all over the map, guys.
Oh.
All right.
Speaking of all over the map, where are you?
So in the first 2 days of the early access, we had about 1% of people playing on casual as far as time played. And now in the last day or two, it's gone up to 5% of players playing on casual. But that's it. It's not a big crowd. I think it's because we put a shield above your head, and some people don't like that to stay casual.
Where'd you go, Bean? Where are you?
Okay, the next question on difficulties.
I went to town.
Oh, you went to town? Okay. We're supposed to go to town.
Yeah.
Let's go to town.
Let's get
All
to
right.
Let's go all the way to the other extreme. What % of players do you guys think are playing ridiculous?
I bet a lot of people are trying ridiculous. I'm gonna
All
go.
all the streamers.
I'm gonna guess like 10% of people playing on ridiculous. Is that
10%. Beans at 10. Again, I'm seeing
8.4.
every number under 100 showing up here. The consensus amongst the fans is any number.
all right? Let's head back out to
Anybody? Max, what's your guess for ridiculous?
For ridiculous, I'm gonna go with 15%.
15%. All right, yeah. Beans at 10. Sean, do you have a guess? You already know.
8.4%.
What?
8.4%.
You guys are pretty close. 12%.
Mm.
12%. And actually, a little known fact, when we were in closed beta, we added a feature where you get that shield to kind of show off the lowest difficulty you've played in. And the day we added that, for the next week, we went from about 2 or 3% of players playing ridiculous up to 12%.
Wait for Sean, Bean.
I gotta
People
get
just
my
piled
list.
into it.
All right. Run back. I'm totally not dragging a goblin pack to you.
Ah!
Okay. One more mysterious one before we give them all, all the math will just, at some point the math just becomes clear of what it all is. So the next one that's a harder guess to do is how many people are playing hard? What % of time is spent on
Ooh,
hard?
like half. I'm gonna go with most people are being like on hard. That's my guess.
You think most players are playing hard?
Yeah.
Like about half of them?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's my guess. Final answer.
All right. What about you, Max?
I'm gonna go with whatever the spreadsheet says.
You are really close. 15% on ridiculous is really close to 12. I mean,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah. I would guess and we're guessing hard right now.
yeah, hard.
41%.
41. All right.
Let's say 45%.
45%. You were all way off.
Ah.
And see who in chat is close. Carrier X is pretty close.
Oh, shoot.
And who else can I call out as close? Fam for Gamers is close. It is about 27 to 25%, 25 to 27%, depending on the day, are playing hard.
For me,
So
that's,
1 out of 4 players is playing hard. 1 out of 8 players is playing ridiculous. Almost nobody's playing casual.
Sean, where are you?
I'm right here.
he came.
Okay.
He got here
We're
finally.
here. All right.
I think hard
Yeah.
is the best difficulty. I think hard is just
Yeah.
where I'm having fun, but it's not crazy. I'm still plowing through things, but I'm not like feeling the pain.
Yeah, I like hard. I like hard just for casual playing.
Yeah, I mean, I could sit down and have some ridiculous fun, but hard is where you just kind of sit back and have a good time.
Yeah, on painful you actually kind of have to, be careful of things. But yeah, hard is kind of like, it's gonna hang out. Whatever.
Okay, speaking of painful, okay, what's the guess on painful now?
Well, if we just did the math, we could probably get this.
But you don't know the normal. That's the thing.
Oh,
That's
we
the-
don't know. No, okay.
That's the big unknown.
I'm gonna go with 12% for painful, or less than that, 8% for painful.
Painful. So you're saying
Sort of
less people are playing painful than ridiculous.
Yeah, because I think people would just gravitate towards if they want to go hard, they go all the way.
All right.
That's my theory.
That's I think it's a viable theory. What do you think, Sean? Bean? How many people
10.
playing painful?
10%.
Yeah, 10%.
10%. All right. Give some people time to throw their numbers out here in chat.
Oh, I got a hatch.
Bearded Fury says, "I agree. Go big or go home." That's. I think a lot of people are thinking that way. Okay, so most people are guessing in between. So painful, we're seeing at a consistent 9%,
Ah,
and we've
I hate-
seen painful consistently below ridiculous for a long time.
I mean, why
So-
would you play on painful if you could just go to ridiculous?
I don't know. But they just do.
Kind of a slog right now.
It's kind of a slog right now. We are in the very short term intending to change the tuning on painful and ridiculous. Like literally, we're crossing our fingers that we can get that out in the next day.
Oh, you know what, Tyler? Is there any way you could go through the blog that we just posted on Steam and talk about some of the known issues that we're aware of and kind of the update on those and
I could do that.
Wait, the game's perfect, isn't it? What do you mean issues?
You know.
Speaking of which, can you move your shiny metal butt, Max? I can't walk through forward.
That is a bug. Right now, the forged have collision on them, and they're not supposed to. So we're aware of that one too.
I think that was like the new shadow tech we added. Very.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's my shadow that has collision, not my.
that's
Right.
how thick you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, your shadow
Big shadow.
accidentally had collision turned on, and so in that leak through.
Whoops.
Let's see. So the top issue things. Let me go through these pretty quick, but we'll see. We got some stability issues about login, disconnects, travel problems. You know, we're continuing trying to battle that. We even had a kind of spike of those last night, and we pushed everybody on the cloud and brought them back onto our servers and did all sorts of stuff to try to clean that up. But you know, we're gonna keep an eye on the disconnects and travel problems. It's just kind of part of our infrastructure of being a multiplayer game that these are the kinds of things that we have to work on. But we're hoping that they're getting less and less and less. But that's what we're working on. There's a reliquary quest break thing. We've got a solution for that. Ember cores stop dropping for players. We actually think that's because those players may not have done the quest or may have some issue with that reliquary quest. So we're working on that. Something about murky miasma in the map. That's right. So the murky miasma wasn't showing up in the right place on the map. That's pretty
It was sort of
easy
murky.
It's murky.
It is
murky
murky.
miasma is a murky place. We are aware of that one. It's probably going to be easy to fix, but I don't know which build that's going to get in for fixing. Luck Tree Quest seems to disappear from all available inventory. I don't know what that means. I think it might be some confusion about how it works.
No,
Flow
there's an
using
actual
it as a
bug.
There's an actual bug. All right. well, then we
Some
gotta
people
fix
just aren't looking in their consumable tab, but it is an actual bug for a lot of people.
it. Okay. Okay. Well,
We
we'll
hear
work
you,
on
people.
that.
We're with you. Ooh, I got some good stuff.
Same here.
What else? We got
Crappy swords.
people putting non-Latin letters in their name and pet names, having issues. I heard chatter about people working on that yesterday. I'm hoping they have found a solution. I don't know where that ended up, but I know they're working on it.
We have a few too many life-bound items. I think people have noticed that.
Lifebound. We have talked a lot about Lifebound in the last few days. I'm gonna hand it to Sean because I don't know where we've landed, and I think you even did some recent work on it.
That was good.
Yeah, I
context.
spent most yesterday working on it. I think we got some good feedback from some users actually in Nold of some suggestions of making it maybe a little less punitive or surprisingly,
Shocking.
surprising in bad ways.
Yeah.
So now we're trying a thing where instead of lifebound items dropping on the world, you get a rare drop of a scroll that lets you turn your choice of item into lifebound, which then makes it more intentional. You're not surprised by it. You know which one it's going to be, and you even get to pick. And so I think it'll still be fun to get that rare drop, but then you have your choice of where you're going to use it, and then after that, we're going to see how well that works, and it's possible we'll change the penalties of like maybe instead of it just vanishing becomes unusable, but you can still sell it or donate it to your luck tree, or maybe break it down for essence or something, that sort of thing. So
The idea came from, I believe, it was Doghouse, who usually the only thing we hear from him is about fishing, but because he loves to talk about fishing and get the jokes about fishing. But no, that came from Doghouse. That was awesome. So no, I'm excited about it because I actually think it flips it a little bit from I'm kind of scared, oh bummer I lost it, to a little bit of more of I'm proud, I'm bragging, look at the risk I'm taking.
Right. I'm going to take this gamble and then hope I get an unbind, and then I can make it even just permanently really cool.
Yeah. Oh, you left the unbinding in there too?
For now. We'll see. We'll see how. Those are also rare drops, so we'll see.
Interesting. I'm kind of torn on that one, Sean, because that makes it very tempting just to get both of the scrolls and just say, let me just increase my thing by 20%.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see how it plays. Anyway, that's going on. Other stuff on this list. A report of no damage occurring in Firebelly Village. I don't know what is going on with that at all. That sounds
It
weird.
could be like we have our most reoccurring zombie bug, right? The monsters, they stand back up.
Oh
and
yeah,
they're
the
still
standing
alive.
dead.
Oh, is that what that one's referring to?
No,
It might
it is
be.
not.
Okay.
Is
There's a bug where you can't do damage to monsters, but they do kill you still.
Yeah.
That is weird. I've never seen that.
I've seen it with a boss also once.
Never seen that. Okay. I mean, I'm sure if people lost their lifebound weapon, it would happen, but they should know. I'm sure they noticed that.
No, I've seen the bug a lot. I've not had it happen to me.
This one's a funny one. The players are reporting they randomly warped to the wrong fort or combat location, maybe even with another player. So yeah, we're working on that, but it is hilarious. We've heard stories of people in the middle of a big boss fight, and suddenly a rando shows up and starts fighting the boss with them.
Yeah, the good part of that bug is that since it's not supposed to happen, your loot is not instanced then, and so the guy just steals the other dude's loot. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's perfect.
No way!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's just a total boss, total loot steal.
no way. That's so wrong. Okay, well, we'll have to figure out what's going on with that. Players think they can't scroll right in the Frontier menu. We need to make this more clear. So yeah, the part of the issue, one perception issue we have is that when you open up the map and you see all the places you can go, for some people they don't realize they're only seeing like a third of the places in the game, and that they can scroll over the side. So there's a few things we've talked about for that. One of the biggest things that's going to happen is as we scale the UI, as Renault's done that change, it's going to show more and more that second map just by virtue of the fact that the UI has been scaled. But we'll see if we need to do more than that. But that's definitely going to help.
Yeah, currently it's right click and drag to scroll the map. We talk about allowing you to also click, on a spot that isn't like an icon that you can use, of just letting you left click and drag also.
Yeah, there you go. That's the map. Yeah, that's also looking huge on your screen there. So we'll be changing that. That'll be coming up. What else we got? Players report getting spawned under the level in boss fights. We need to be looking into that. I don't know where we stand on that one.
I think DG was looking into that. I think there were a couple warps. They were just a little offset, and so you end up below the world. And I think there's some fixes in for some of that stuff.
Warps.
Oh, that's right, because we fixed it. We fixed it where those offsets actually work now, where they weren't working before. And now we're starting to notice some of them were bugged, like that the data was wrong, but we didn't know it before because the offsets were being ignored.
Are you dead? Did you die?
No.
Oh.
We're still
yeah.
alive. We're just a little lost. We're going.
Yeah, I got you.
I think we're supposed to go this way, guys.
There we
Bug SWAT burrows not showing correctly on the map confuses players. Some cannot click to get in due to nav mesh issues. So yeah, I think bug
Yeah, we
SWAT.
fixed that one. That one's already fixed.
Yeah, but I bet you that's not
the
coming
warp
out
was-
to the patch in 2 weeks though.
Yeah,
huh?
probably not. The warp was just a little bit off the mesh.
Yeah.
It works sometimes. It's one of those. great
Some
ones.
players find each other in combat or town instances after they've been grouped together successfully.
In different instances.
Cannot find each other. Yeah, they can't find each other when they group. Yeah, we're still looking at some party issues. That's definitely a thing.
That may have been exacerbated by their
The server
server issues
issues.
before.
Oh, it definitely was a bigger problem during the bad server times.
Yeah.
But yeah, we nonetheless, we're not gonna try to defend the friend and party system as being perfect and never failing. We will definitely have issues there that we're gonna keep working on.
It's working right
And
now.
then players using the Steam nicknames are not receiving party invites. Yeah, there's an issue with that I think we've been looking into.
Uh-oh. Champions.
Oh, someone's got a data question, and I wish I had the answer for it, which is what's the favorite starting pet in early access?
Oh.
And to be honest, I don't think Sean and I have asked for a report on that or put together data for that. We should be looking more at what time people spend with what pets.
Oh, first step.
I died.
Oh, you can watch out for the explosive end, man.
It
Yeah,
was-
man. I walked right into the explosive end. However, I did get a
Oh,
legend.
jealous. All right.
Legendary.
yeah. Look at my fancy shield. Check it out.
Speaking of
It was a hatch.
death,
It was a hatch, not a shield. I'm sorry.
I have stats on how often players die.
Oh, nice. Also, is there going to be any sort of, if you have party members, can you revive people faster if there's more people on the ground? Or
You know, I don't know if we've done that.
Or like,
I-
what about making revive an option? Because, hello?
Revive is an option. You can click past it and say, no, I'm not going to revive.
I did make a change. I don't know what build it's in, but when you are revived, you do have a limited amount of time of invulnerability, so that you can fix those situations where you're revived
Traps.
on top of poison or spike trap.
Yeah, that was, I
That
mean,
kind of stuff.
it was funny, but a little
It's a little-
annoying.
I think I can give a slight hint towards in the end game thing and saying reviving party members will be a key piece of success.
Ooh.
Is that fair, Sean? Fair to
I
say?
think- Oh yeah.
Yeah. You will be much more successful in our end game if you're reviving your party members, because without that, you're gonna have.
Okay, Tyler, don't keep going on.
All right, I'll go to a different thing. Death per playtime. How often are players dying? I want to hear some guesses in the
What are we
chat.
talking about? Like in hours or minutes?
Yeah, in hours,
Per
or
minutes of play?
minutes, or seconds. How
Seconds of play.
often, on average, for a player, how often do they die?
I'm gonna go with like, well, if they're playing the harder ones, I'm gonna go every 42 minutes.
42 minutes. I'm seeing like every 45 minutes.
Oh my goodness, I got another legendary. I'm the legendary king right now.
Max,
The fix is in.
There it is. Look at my awesome torso piece. What do we call that? Body. I am sexy. Sexy beast right there.
Oh man.
Max, your puppies want to play. They're
Oh,
very
somebody's
jealous.
asking if we're ever going to
Yeah.
monetize things like respec scrolls or lifebound scrolls or things like that. That they're afraid that that's a freemium leftover.
Only in loot boxes.
Okay, let's get totally clear, Max.
Don't trigger people, Max. Come on.
Trigger people; they'll suddenly
The
blow up.
surprise mechanic. Come on.
We have no store in game. We have no plans to sell things like that. Our current business model stuff we're talking about is more of your traditional box product style purchases. There's no plan to sell people scrolls of any kind.
I think some people actually want to buy them though because they want them respecs and stuff.
All right, okay. Back to how often people die though?
Oh yeah.
Every I've seen
gonna
like
say
half
every-
hour, 20
About
minutes.
every hour, I'm gonna say. No, it's less than that. I'm gonna say I like the 40-minute range that people are doing. 38
40
minutes.
minutes.
38 minutes.
Is this price right? Without like going over?
Oh, you can't go over. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 1 second because I think you've all gone over.
I think you've all gone way under.
Oh,
When we started the early access, players were dying once every 5 hours,
wow.
and now they're dying about once every 2.5 hours of play.
Okay.
We all already died in this stream.
All of you, yeah, there you go.
I didn't die. Max.
Oh, you
just
didn't
needs-
die. Only Sean and I died.
Yeah.
I did not die.
Yeah.
You
Max.
didn't? I'm the only one.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
just.
Never mind.
If you play on ridiculous, you die about twice as often as average. But hardcore players die just as often as non-hardcore.
Wow.
So apparently, just because you're playing hardcore doesn't mean you're more careful.
Early access rewards and alpha rewards are still TBD.
I do think we have the alpha reward thing figured out, don't we? We just need to, when we're going to get them out
Yeah.
and working.
We just don't.
Yeah, we've had a little issues with that,
We
but
don't-
they will happen.
Yeah, we just don't have the details on time, etc. Yeah. Oh look!
Are you guys in the passage? I think we're at my fort.
I am. in the
You
past.
all have to fight your own fort here. I think.
Fort.
I think that's.
No, if your account has already done it, you don't have to do it.
Oh, but
That's true.
I haven't done it, so I'm fighting.
Oh, you're
Oh.
fighting your own fort. Okay. Hey,
You
Sean,
do that.
are you in my fort, Sean?
I am. Yeah, I'm right next to you.
Nice. I know, but is it my fort?
Yes.
So you're supposed
Someone was
to
asking whether our data includes loading screen time. No, it doesn't. Time does. All these times are actual time in play.
Now,
so
just so people who don't really know how the forts work, Sean has encountered my fort where he can use my luck tree as a shrine.
Yeah.
So one of the changes that recently made was that if you're in a party, you actually should go to your party leader's fort when you're
Fort.
traveling together.
Yeah. Sorry to get in your way there.
Let's see.
I love
Are the alpha and early access rewards different? Yes, I think we plan on having rewards for being in the alpha, beta period, and another set of rewards for being in early access. It's the current plan.
I use your luck trees now and I get some gear luck.
Also, Sean is able to use my enchanting table and all of the recipes that I've gotten.
Yeah. I got some slots. Sweet. Get your shadow out of my way. All right.
Sorry. Yeah, so
I
you're
can access my stash through your stash.
yeah, and the stash. So other people's forts are useful to you.
Okay, I have cleared out my fort. I just need to come back to Trevel.
And then you should probably end up coming back to my fort then, right?
Yeah.
If our system works.
if it works.
I'm crossing my fingers.
I'm so excited now because now I can really build my fort.
Hey, I've seen some people comment here, and I've seen people talk about in Discord as well. The rails on the Railmaster train are they feel a little bad in early access. But I think Eddie has done some amazing magic to make that better.
Oh boy, do people have a surprise coming for them on the rails.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so pretty. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I agree with their sentiment. First, I'm going to agree with what they're saying. If they pop in and you're like running around and you constantly have this thing just popping behind you.
They're not great.
They're not great.
They're not awesome.
But
I bet
Eddie
it's
took this on and has spent a while trying to get it and listening to so much critique and criticism amongst our team. My goodness, there were so many opinions coming out of the woodwork as he was doing this. But I think in the end, we have something much more gradual and pretty and good coming in the next big update in a couple weeks.
I also want to call it Eddie's magic of swaying bridges when you cross them. I've seen a lot of streamers be delighted by that. It's a
Oh yeah.
Apologies for my dog, people. She's guarding the realm.
As I'm standing here watching your dog in the game do the same thing.
It's like surround sound.
She kind of looks like this dog too. I have to say.
It's like a deep simulation.
Aw.
Are you going to join us in Max's fort?
I'm coming. I got
So-
things to sell.
Oh, you
So
should.
one other thing to talk about. There's still some people having some perception that there's not a lot of variety in builds, and and that the complexity that this thing is radically simplified.
Take him to school, Tyler. Take him to school.
We introduced this complexity gradually. It's not all right there on the surface with a screen covering display of choices at the very begining.
Looking at you, Path of Exile.
I'm trying not to point fingers, Max.
I love those guys.
I know those are awesome guys, but they're good friends. But we try to introduce it more slowly. So what happens is if you just look at the class skills icons and just 2 of the 5 tabs, one could come to the conclusion that there's not a lot of variety of choice going on. However, as you get into the game, you will start to notice a few things. One, as you put additional points into the skills, there's 3 tiers of bonuses. The second of which has a cross-character benefit, which has a lot of depth and choices to where you really put the points. But beyond that, there's also the relics, which one gets about an hour and a half, 2 hours in, which some people don't get to. And
They
those
have their own
relics,
skill tree.
and they have their own skill tree, their own set of points, their own active skill and activation skill, and a significant power component for the player is how you combine those those relic skills with your player skills. And yes, somebody asked if you can respec relic skills. I believe you can use the respectacles on relic skills as well as on player skills. And so there's a whole set of choices of which relic you're going to do, and so the combination of which relic you do with your character class opens up a wide variety of builds. We pretty soon will have relics change pretty dramatically. We were kind of frustrated with some of the lack of variety amongst the relics in the early access build, and you should see in the build that comes with Act 3 that the relics are even more differentiated from each other. For instance, the activation skill for all the current relics pretty much is do damage to things in front of me, whether with poison or lightning or fire or whatever. And now you'll in an Act 3 patch, you'll see one being more about summoning, one being more about having a massive buff that does damage things, one being more about that direct damage, but just a lot more variety in what they do.
Guys, I've gotten my 3rd legendary already.
I know, I saw it. Okay, I
on.
know, we saw it.
I'm notorious for never getting legendaries, so this is...
Max complains that we don't drop legendaries enough because he doesn't see them enough.
Yeah,
But then I watch streamers get like 5 in an hour, and I'm like, come on, Max.
Nobody tell Max that I buffed his account.
come on, man, it's my
The
skill.
whining and stop. Just let me be free, God.
So the
wait,
other two big parts.
But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more on the character development.
There's more character customization stuff. At level 3, you unlock your first slot in the Legendarium, which lets you take any legendary affix that you've unlocked, including one of the 5 you start with, and apply it to your character, and you get up to 3 of these. These legendary affixes have a major impact on gameplay, and which ones you unlock depends on which legendaries you've broken down. So you're zoomed in again, and now everybody thinks this is a mobile game because we don't draw anything on the screen.
I'm not zoomed in.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not zoomed in right now.
Yeah, now you're not. Okay, there we go.
Oh, you might be a little bit laggy in the stream. I do like to zoom in for little fights with, because I just like to see it better.
So on top of the character classes with their tier bonuses and the relic choice and the points that go into relics, you have the Legendarium for which legendary bonuses you want to take on. And then last, you have which pet skills you've unlocked and slot onto your pet. We're going to have you start out with 2. Pretty soon, we're going to having 2 pet skills unlocked, and you unlock the slots as you level up. So you'll actually have choices with your pet skills instead of let me just slot all the ones I found. But those pet skills also have a pretty significant impact on the game as well. So we have the legendary items we have, unlike Torchlight 1 and 2s, all of them have a special affix on them that has a pretty big gameplay changing thing about them. And most of them also have a kind of set like unlock bonus that
how many of those are there? Legendary affixes?
I think we're about at 120 or so now.
So just to put that in perspective, that's like a skill tree with 120 skills to choose from.
Yeah.
So Legendarium, for my money, is the most underrated character building thing that we got. I love it.
And so while I agree that on the surface and at the beginning we don't put a whole lot of choices in front of you, give it some levels, get a relic, slot some legendary items, pay attention to your pet skills, and you're going to start to see that there is a lot of build variety, there's a lot of choices, and a lot of depth.
Okay, I got a question for you guys. I gotta know if you're ever gonna allow the map to stay on.
Tyler.
It's a pretty controversial thing. I don't like players playing the map.
Oh, it kills me.
I find when I have a mini map up that covers the screen, I stop looking at the background. I stop looking at any of the environment. I stop looking at anything but my little 2D arrow as it moves through the 2D environment.
Now, having said that, people kind of want it.
Yeah.
I know. I hear that.
Every day.
And be honest, it's also our players' game. We're here for
this
them.
is all true. I'm just trying. Maybe I'm explaining how we got to where we are today.
Yeah. And I have been an advocate for what we've been doing too. I don't like playing the map, but at the same time, I want people to be happy.
So we have not resolved the answer to this yet, but at least this is why we are where we are, and so we'll figure that out. So I'm not ready to answer that question, Bean.
Okay, fair play.
Yeah. Sometimes you think you want something, but you actually don't, and it makes you sad. And we want to prevent that.
Or you think you want it, you're excited you had it, and then you don't like the game as much afterwards, but you're not sure why.
Yeah.
Coming from the person who zooms in.
I zoom in sometimes too, I have to admit.
So I'm more and that's why there's a lot of cases of this that we find in the game where people feel like a feature will enhance their fun when in some cases they're right.
Makes it easy and boring.
But it makes it easy and boring, and now you're not actually having as much fun, but you're not sure what happened or why it is.
You know, you just need to blame all the other games that have me hitting my map key consistently and all the time looking for it.
Yeah, but they don't. As you've seen as a trend across all games, less and less of them have that overlay map now.
It's true.
Or any sort of map thing at all.
Yeah, it is true.
I mean, what's the map like in Minecraft? It's a piece of paper you could carry. And
we make one with an aftermarket program.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you can get the piece of paper you can carry and click to hold up in front of your face.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's.
But nonetheless.
Yeah. Nevertheless.
Nevertheless, we're listening, and we caved a little bit already in that it ever shows up on top of your character. But yeah, we'll keep talking about it.
I don't think enough attention is being given to how cool my character looks at this early stage.
Hold on, stop for a second. Let me look at you.
Yeah, zoom in. You can do your zoom in.
Okay, we can.
Uh-oh, this is a bad spot to do this.
All right.
Only to mimic. There's also a champion.
All right, got a couple more data facts to share. Here's one. How much gold do you think players earn per hour on average?
2,000
per hour. Yeah, something in that range.
I think they should be earning about 2,000. But I think
what do you guys in chat? How much gold do you guys think players earn per hour? Seeing like 4K, 5K. Too much? Nerf them. There you go. Talking to me. We wield the Nerf bat. 600, 400, 3,400.
I'm gonna go with 2,800.
You're gonna go with 2,800.
Yeah. I may be way under. I have no idea. I've never thought about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Well, actually, a lot of these guesses are in the ballpark. I mean, we're not talking wild numbers that are way off. So when we first started early access, it was around 1,600 per hour, and that has grown as players get faster and better at the game to about 3,000 per hour.
Yeah.
Like each day, it has kind of gotten bigger. And the reason this is even noteworthy at all is because in a lot of these action RPGs, they give out more gold the higher level you are and the higher level the monster. We don't do that. We give a flat amount of gold across the game so that we can kind of just reward you for your time.
So we don't have to make potions cost more as you go.
Exactly. Yeah. So but it is around 2,000 to 3,000 is where a lot of people are finished up, and there's a lot of range. There's some people get a lot more than that. There's people get a lot less.
All right, let's get this guy.
Okay, I gotta know. Are these shrines shared or are they instanced?
Each person can click on needs to click on the shrine themselves, and each person can use the shrine.
Okay.
So you control the timing. You control when and whether you use it.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Oh no! F in chat.
Oh, you die.
F in chat.
This guy's actually, he's pretty tough. Look out for these siege rocks. Over here, John.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I'm pretty okay with my legendary.
And by the way, that
right
gold
now.
per hour amount is closer to where Sean and I were aiming at. Like we had been aiming at around 2,000 per hour is kind of the thing. And we recently nerfed how much gold dropped. because it was around 7 or so during the into the closed beta. Dude, you stood on the hazard thing.
I couldn't move for a second because I was shooting. But I'm OP because of all my legendary gear. Uh-oh.
We almost got him.
Yeah, he's going down.
Oh, Magoblin.
Res Bean. There you go.
Oh, you're a little bit behind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't look at this stream.
Well, that's where I'm looking on the
yes,
chat.
you have to. You're not playing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching the chat.
We're about 8 seconds ahead of the stream.
Yeah.
Victory is ours.
Nice.
Okay, I've got my one last data point to go over, and that is how far people have gotten in the game.
All right, let's go into this chasm.
So we've got 2 acts as a part of where we are currently in early access. There's a 3rd act we're turning on in the next big patch. And the boss at the end of the 1st act is Brawl. What percent of new characters, of characters that just even started the game, have gone all the way to kill Brawl? What do you guys think? In chat, I've already told our esteemed guests. But what percent of characters started up the game? Now, you might factor in here. I think there's probably some people who just made a character of like the Forged or something just to see what skills it had. So that does water it down some. I'm seeing numbers like 30%, 65%, 20%. Okay, I'm gonna give props to Atzeron, B-Run, and Reziel for being close because it is 4%.
Yeah, so all of you who are doing it, you're part of the 4%.
Yeah, your characters playing that far is a pretty cool thing. And of those characters, so now I'm going to get to real numbers. Usually we don't talk in terms of like how many people are playing, and we're not going to say how many people are playing, but we are going to talk about how many characters do you think went and killed Brawl in Ridiculous? How many players?
As a percent or raw numbers?
Just raw numbers. How many characters
on Ridiculous have killed Brawl?
Brawl. Not all the way to Sadistic, just Brawl.
Yeah.
Birdo said he did, so that's got to count.
So at least one.
At least one.
I'm gonna guess 50.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's actually considerably higher than 50.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna hint at that.
400.
All right. 405 is what we've seen.
Right.
Characters on Ridiculous have killed Brawl. Now, related to that, how many hardcore characters?
That is going to be much harder.
Killed Brawl.
Ooh, hardcore?
Hardcore characters.
Oh man, a handful.
Yeah. I'm going back to my 50 for that.
Hardcore Ridiculous or just hardcore?
Just hardcore. I have the number for both together, Sean, and we will get to that one.
Yeah.
But just hardcore first.
Just hardcore. I like Max's guess. Somewhere around 50.
Around 50? All right.
I feel good with that.
I'm going to give a little time for more guesses here in chat. So far, I'm going to say, yes, Max has won. He is the closest. It's 45. Which Taco Baron SK said 45.
Oh, got it exactly.
Dude, do you work on our telemetry, Taco Baron? Are you do you have the data in front of you or something?
Lead hacks.
God, I'm stuck.
Wow. All right. Now, how many hardcore Ridiculous characters?
Oh, so this is the
here's the handful. A handful.
Yeah, because 45 of them did on hardcore, but of those 45, how many of them We're hardcore ridiculous.
I'm gonna say less than 10, like 5 maybe.
I think like
Clearly
5.
no one's that badass.
Come on, this is a badass thing to do. 7s, 4s, 7.5. We've seen all sorts of numbers here, but this one, somebody's got to hit this number. Okay, first one to hit it is Dragon Hellas. It's 15.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
It is pretty
to
impressive.
get that far.
Challenge accepted. Says Insanity Pilgrim. Yes, Insanity Pilgrim. We challenge you to do this. Let us know, Insanity, if you do it.
Is there an achievement for that one?
No.
All right.
We've been pretty. We haven't been as. We tried not. I don't think we have. Do we have any hardcore achievements?
We should
Sean?
get those.
I'd have to check.
I'm not sure because I hardcore is definitely not for some people. Like there are people who are like, there is no way I'm doing that. Please don't make me.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question about hardcore. It was asked, and I'm kind of.
Oh, nothing. Oh, nothing. Just another legendary.
Oh, come on, man.
Boom.
What's your hardcore question?
Are hardcore forts and regular forts ever going to be separate?
No.
Okay.
The stash and the wardrobes in them are separate, so that you can't just like, oh, I'm gonna use my
Right.
regular character to farm gear for my hardcore character. But everything else is all shared on the account.
Oh, poop. Oh no, I don't have a move skill. Oh, get me out of here.
Okay, follow-up question now. Let's talk about Sadista, the final boss for Act 2. We know now that 4% of players got to Brawl. What percent of players got to Sadista? And killed Sadista? That's a spoiler. What the name of the boss is? Come on. We show off all the three sisters just before you fight Wide Load. Or at least we do in the internal build. I don't know. So what percent of players got to kill Sadista? What percent of players have gotten the characters created at the beginning, got all the way to killing and killed Sadista? All right, we're starting to see a little consensus in the chat. They're all agreeing. Yes, 1%. It's the 1%.
Wow.
That's right.
I mean, that's like 18, 20 hours into games. That's kind of a long way.
And we haven't had that much time.
We've only been up for a few days here, so.
Yeah, you might think it's that long, Max, but for most players, that's.
For me, it's that long.
Yes, and it doesn't and that's including in your mind probably including town time and fort time and all that.
Yeah.
And I've got the way we look at it, like Sean and I look at like leveling rates and stuff like that, cuts all that stuff out. No leveling screens, no forts, no town time, just like how much time in dungeons. And I can't really tell you how long it takes other than on average, because there's like there's a 3x range between our slowest to complete players and our fastest to complete players to getting to levels. But it's I think on average it's somewhere around, like, let me double check. I think it's around 5 hours, 6 hours, depending upon the player. Okay, now I was gonna look at that one. Look at another report. It depends. I mean, it depends on how hard you're playing at it. Some players are a lot faster than others. So back to killing Sadista though. Okay, so we know 1% killed Sadista. How many players do we think killed Sadista on Ridiculous?
What did we have for Brawl? That was
for Brawl it was 405.
400. I'm gonna say 150.
Okay, so you're gonna say a little bit more than the ratio, but still stuff. So let's see how many other people say. How many people killed Sadista on Ridiculous so far today?
Wait, as of today, not today.
As of today. As of today. I'm seeing a lot of 300s and 200s. Okay, Warlock 125 is the closest at 50. We have 53 players killed Sadist on Ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just start. We're pretty early days here. People are still just pushing in.
People have jobs, you know, they go do things.
Jobs, lives. How many killed Sadista with hardcore mode on? That is, they got all the way to Sadista and killed Sadista without dying.
Not me. I just want to say that right off the bat.
This one, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna tell you the person who got the actual number because
Someone's already got it.
I don't know.
well, I'm gonna give him a little more chances to try here. All right, I damage. Vivisus, Vane, Dutrise, and Insanity Pilgrim all guessed 4. And yes, 4 players have killed Sadista on hardcore.
Should we
so
be
far.
depressed that when we put out our game like 2 days later, people are way better at it than we are?
Max, they were way better before we put it out. There are people got skills, Max.
That's true.
Okay, now here's the harder question, and let's see. You get only one guess on this, guys. How many players killed Sadista on Hardcore Ridiculous so far?
People have done that? None. I'm gonna go with none.
You're going with none? I'm seeing a lot of guesses of none. All right, seeing some guesses going by. All right, one player has done it.
One person has done it, man.
One player so far has done it.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Hardcore Ridiculous, man.
Just amazing.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Now we gotta. Now I bet you if we ask, we're gonna have like 5 people say it was me in the in the chat.
Sure, you did.
We'll have to look up. I don't have the data. I don't have the way to look that up right now.
Yeah, we don't have personalized data.
We do have somewhat personalized data. I can look at some stuff. This is part of what you agreed to in the NDA. But
We know your bank account.
oh, come on now.
No.
But we don't know that. We have data on how you've played this game.
Max.
Did I say that out loud?
Stop triggering people, Max.
Yeah, Max, come on, man. You're
I have
trolling.
a form of Tourette syndrome that makes me say inappropriate things.
Not as bad as your brother does, though. I'll have to say that.
It's genetic.
It's genetic. Is it from your mom or your dad, Max? Or which are we willing to say?
Neither of them would admit it.
Football.
They're both gonna be like, I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, this.
I'm not even sure where these children came from.
We must be adopted. I'm literally standing in the
This
blaze.
is not. No, these guys.
All right, we were gonna ask how long it took to get to the levels of killing Sadista.
And this is
What
just that doesn't count fort and town time. You're saying that's just
It doesn't
dungeon
count
time?
fort and town time. I'm looking it up
Save.
now.
So that's not a
What level is that at right now, Sean? Do you know where Sadista
What's
is
that?
today? What
Oh,
level is
Sadista?
Sadista at?
I don't know off the top of my head.
It's like 17.
But maybe no. I think it's higher than that. I think it's like 21, 22.
No, we're seeing a big drop off of players at that point. No, I think people are. I think it's about 18.
level 18.
Yeah, maybe 17.
Yeah, that sounds.
Does anybody know? Yeah. So how many hours do you guys think?
Oh, here we go. Crunch.
Average.
Most deadly. Here we go.
I'm gonna turn off the players
Good.
playing casual in this because that actually.
That changes the number.
Yeah, because the casual players are going through so fast.
How did we get a champions as an ad for Crunch here?
That looks like a bug. Might have to do
Is it because we're on hard though?
It's so deadly.
It's one of our older bugs is that we don't when we're trying to figure out what monsters to spawn, we don't factor in, hey, are you near the boss?
Right. At least not in these end caps, the mini bosses.
Yeah, none of these end cap lists.
We prevent it in the arenas or the big bosses.
I've
Right.
literally got all the legendaries though, so I'm not. We got this. I can just face tank crunch.
Oh.
So for some players,
Being died.
some players it takes about 7.5 hours to get there.
Wait, how do I res string bean? Oh, shoot.
In there.
Some players can get there in about an hour.
They got low.
And the median's about 4 hours.
Actual dungeon time.
For actual dungeon time. The median and the average are around 4 hours to level 17. Which, again, varies widely between 1 hour and 7. For the top 10% versus the bottom 10%.
Right.
Nice.
And that's across normal, hard, painful, and ridiculous.
Don't forget your quest rewards.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
What did I get there?
There's some fort plans.
I got a small cave entrance plan for my fort.
Oh, awesome, man.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yes. That is going in my fort.
Oh.
Anyone want my respectacle? I don't respect.
Oh, I didn't get any loot. I didn't get posthumous loot.
Oh, that's a known bug.
Shoot.
What? You didn't get loot
Yeah, that's weird.
from the boss,
From the boss chest. I got loot from the boss.
but not from the chest?
Yeah.
Don't tell Sean; he won't believe you. He'll
No,
say,
no.
"There's no way that happened."
I'm gonna go back. I'm going back to my wood beast in a second, but I'm gonna put on my Unawheel here because those are so cool.
Ah.
Needs to have just the slightest squeak occasionally.
Somebody's asking if pets will be able to roam the fort someday. I think that's been on our wish list for a long time.
They
I think
totally
it is.
should be able to.
It's a great idea. We just haven't done it yet.
Oh no.
We just haven't done it
Let
yet.
me get into my portal. Boo.
What happened? You couldn't. I got in.
Yeah. Did you steal my
Did I-
portal?
Did I ruin it?
Ah, there we go.
We're going to your fort.
Yeah, my fort is lame, so I'm sorry. I just got it. I need to
All right.
talk to
I'm gonna go into your fort and judge it.
Oh no.
Why did we come to the fort?
Because I gotta
Oh, did you?
I gotta do quests. I was supposed to I forgot that I don't
Oh,
have a luck
okay.
tree.
I went into your portal. Now I'm understanding what's happening.
Oh yeah, you went into my portal. That is
Not the portal.
the portal, yeah. You went into mine. I'm gonna save all this for my luck tree here.
Yeah. I'm going to your. Can I? That's weird.
Yeah, you can't. You're bending the universe, Sean.
Oh, yeah, I think I did. I had some skill points.
Alright, now I need to place a reliquary. Let's get this reliquary placed. Oh, and I even have money, which is highly unusual for me. Alright, I did that. Oh, now I gotta do it. Oh, I gotta take some of my stuff and sell it in town if I want an enchanter's table.
Okay, here's another bit of trivia. Let's talk about skill levels and where do people put their points in. So for the Dusk Mage, for all you Dusk Mages out there, you guys, people like to play Dusk Mage. Which skill are people most likely to level up for the Dusk Mage? Like to just pour their points into. Anyone got a guess? Fox says entropy.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Okay, he's just gonna say that anytime I talk about Dusk Mage skills because he knows it's OP. And I do too, by the way. So yes,
Mhm.
Nerf should hopefully be coming soon.
Holy bolt.
Holy Bolt. That's Sean's answer.
It's that momentum. It's level 1. You're just gonna keep sticking it in there.
And that's almost true, but and that one is true when you talk about like level, like the second point, like getting it to level 2. But there's another skill that outstrips it after that and has more points at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up than anything else. Something more than Holy Bolt. Where are they dumping the points into? Bearded Fury, don't worry. Fox did not get entropy nerf. Don't blame him. He's been telling us about entropy for a long time, and we just haven't been listening. But other people point out it. Don't worry. yes, he has been getting a long time. Anything else? Okay, so anyway, what skill are most people just dumping those points into? Any guesses? I'm seeing Dark Spear, Holy Fury. Some people saying Holy Fury, entropy. Any other guess? Starting dark or starting holy skill? No, it's not the ones you start with. Tight grouping, Jonesy. No, that's a sharpshooter skill.
I am just going to town and cleaning some stuff up. I'm finishing up my
Light spear. Okay, by far and away, like just destroying all other skills and how much by at least twice as much at many levels is dark spears.
Huh.
Okay. I'm heading back. I'm going to the Fields of Unrest, or I'm gonna.
I'm at the chasm entrance again.
Okay.
Yeah, dark spears is where everyone's pumping the points in.
Yeah, dark spears.
Yeah, I like dark spears. I like it so much that
therefore you're going to nerf it.
It's probably. I mean, my current main build is a dark spear Holy Fury build, but partially because I got that great legendary affix off of that legendary Digitus, and I went and immediately enchanted that thing away and made sure I could have that affix all the time. And dark spears is a potent skill. I'm not trying to say it shouldn't be, but boy, people are showing they believe in that skill. Which class should we do next? Esteemed guest, which one class should we look at?
Sharpshooter, always. You know me.
Sharpshooter?
I am sharpshooter for life. All the other classes drool.
Okay, let's see what the most popular skill for the sharpshooter to dump points into. Again, we have a runaway winner, which is clearly this is where you should put your point skill.
It's going to be Goblin Legion, or I'm going with explosive, even though that you don't get that until the end of the line. So I'm not sure.
I'm seeing all sorts of guesses in chat. Machine gun skill, Goblin Legion. There's some fans of Goblin Legion. Goblin Legion definitely is a popular one, and it is a solid second place to this skill. But it is not the one.
Then I'm going to go with tight grouping.
You're going with tight grouping then?
Only
Okay. I'm seeing a lot of targeted strikes. People saying targeted strikes. Targeted strikes is a solid third place, but not the most popular one.
Explosive arrow?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
You're going to go with explosive arrow? Explosive arrow? No, is in the dust.
I think it's later on in the chain.
It's later on. Maybe people didn't get to there. Like maybe I need a filter for players of a certain level. But in overall, but honestly, even players a certain level, like explosive arrow, what level do you get that at? Like, is it level 10 or is it level 5?
You know what? I'll just.
I think it's level 10. I think it's level 10. There's more people putting getting this skill to level 9 than people putting their first point into explosive arrow. Explosives 15, people are saying. All right, so it's tight grouping.
Yeah.
The starter skill. Everyone's just dumping points into that thing.
I don't think we could go this way, maybe.
Yeah, tight grouping.
Where's Sean?
I'm in Fields of Unrest, but I do not.
We're over by the chasm entrance.
You can warp to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, I'm going to my to one of my favorites, the Railmaster. In fact, they're all my favorites, so it's kind of unfair to say, but nonetheless. Oh my goodness, there is one skill here that is like everyone is leveling that thing up. At
For
least
Railmaster?
for the Railmaster, for at least a level 4. It
Gotta be
definitely
pound.
drops off after that.
No.
It's not pound.
Not pound.
Really?
Pound is a solid second place.
I love a
Not
good
no,
pound.
not even a solid second place. There are 5 times as many people putting level 4 into this skill than they put into pound. Than the number of people who put into pound. 5 times as many people get to level 4 in this skill than pound. Dynamite, mortar car, dynamite. Dude, guys, I love the dynamite. I am all about blasting the dynamite skill. It is one of my favorites, but no, it is not the one everyone's putting points into.
Oh, the train skill.
But you don't know. Some people say it's because it's a requirement that there's a requirement thing. There's no requirements. Like you just start with the build train.
Yeah.
You don't have to put points into any skill to get another skill. It's the build train.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just dump the points into that thing until around level 4, and then many people go up to 8 or 7, but definitely up to 4. And it's still the most popular all the way up to 10. But man, they love to put that thing up to 4.
Okay, we've lost Bean. Where'd you go?
Yeah, where you at?
Oh, I'm hanging out. I'm going further into the map. I got skeleton friends, and I'm to the right.
Okay, I guess we're just behind you.
Which is-
We're over to the right also.
Eastward.
All right,
Oh, there you are, out there. I see you. You're just a little further ahead. We got a champion pack back here though.
Oh.
last class for this question on skills. Forged. There again is one dominant skill that everyone's putting points in.
It's got to be rapid fire.
Going with rapid fire. Let's see what does our audience say. Sean, what's your guess?
Shotgun blast.
Shotgun blast.
Nobody uses that one. I mean, you need ramming robot pretty fast just as an escape.
Obviously, it's rapid fire. There's one.
Ramming, yeah, there's definitely people putting. People are clearly saying with their skill points that ramming robots a 1-point wonder.
Yeah.
And they're saying the same thing about shotgun blast.
Mhm.
1-point wonder and vortex bomb, all 1-point wonders. And when I say that, what I mean by that is
Wait, who
I
had the
see 6 times as many people at level 1 compared to the number of people who put a second point into ramming robot. 6 times.
Wow.
So that's like major 1-point wonder problem.
Mhm.
But no, this one's not 1-point wonder. It has a nice tail of people just keep putting points in.
Whew.
Anybody ready?
Yep.
All right, rapid fire.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's they just love the gun.
It's a fun
And,
killing skill. It's really fun.
Yeah, it is, and it's a range skill, so that's good. Yeah, rapid fire. That's right, Action Cow. Rapid fire. Rapid strike is second place for kind of leveling it up, but there's another skill that's the most popular for putting a first point in. Now, granted, you don't get to pick the first point for rapid fire. So, what's the most popular skill for putting your first point in? For getting to level 1, at least.
Vortex bomb.
Ooh,
You need a vent skill. I mean,
Yeah, it's vortex bomb. Yeah, it's almost twice as much as any other skill.
makes sense.
And then they don't put any more points hardly in it. They kind of
Yeah.
leave it alone.
because it's not as good as coal toss.
So coming up in a patch near you soon, we are really hoping the patch that goes out that we can get out tomorrow we'll have a vortex bomb not actually have the vortexness.
the second
It's
you
being
die.
retooled. Being retooled.
Being retooled. We know that there's a bug where it pulls monsters on top of you and then you can't move. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. And so
While
we
that's
are
getting fixed.
so we're fixing the getting on top of you and you can't move part. But the code fix for that was too scary for me to just release a day or two later. And so the short-term answer is don't draw them in at all and not get them on top of you. So that's what we're doing.
Yes, don't be surprised if your vortex bomb no longer has a vortex.
Right, that's coming. And that hopefully will come tomorrow if you know, if everything goes okay.
If we don't have other fires.
If we don't have other fires and if the build's clean, you know, we tried to not put too much into it such that nothing would like be the poison pill, but we will have hopefully the build goes clean today. Action Cal's asking what hat I'm wearing. When I like overhead headphones, over ear headphones, which makes it hard to wear hats. So I'm not wearing hats today.
You're wearing the earphone hat.
Earphone hats. That's right. Oh yeah. Action Cal's asking again about Forged having collision. I don't know whether removing. I think we may be getting that into the patch for tomorrow. The removing the Forged collision. I'm not 100% sure.
So is that not the cause of monsters getting stuck on you when you
No.
No, that's something else.
No. It's just that we were drawing them on top of you, and
Right.
I think it's because. Well, Sean, if you want the actual answer, I believe it is because the root motion, the animation that moves the characters in knockback, when it gets turned on, it turns off the checking for collision against players. And so we think that as we're having them do their knockback animation and their animation's moving them, they stop to checking whether they bumped into the player or not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so we have a 2-line fix to change that. However, that was a really fundamental change to say, hey, if we animate your movement, go back to checking collision.
Yeah.
Across everything in the entire game all the time.
Maybe we should test that.
Yeah, that was my reaction as well. So we're not releasing that change, but we are just going to say, well, for now, let's just not pull all the monsters in for those many people who have put a point into Vortex Bomb.
And we're going to let that one bake a little before we release it.
Yeah, let's let that bake. Although a great, you know, I love surgical fixes like that are very like targeted. I'm just changing this piece of code.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, scary.
Oh, you know what bug I'm so glad is gone and confirmed gone? The Rail Master bug. I have not seen it crop up.
Which one?
The Rail Master not warping down to wide load.
Oh, yes.
I was so excited to see that had gotten wrapped up. And now people.
Yeah, one of our newest engineers was working on it. Or actually, we had a couple engineers working on that from different angles. I think I think Bart worked on that for a while, and then Sarah worked on it afterwards. But yeah, hopefully that is all fixed.
This cutscene feels like it might have come at an inopportune time.
Yeah, we got to clear that out before. We got to clear the spawn from the area where you get that.
Yeah, we've got a ability to put a big space that says "Don't spawn any monsters here," and we need to. I don't know if I've got that on my bug list though. Let me get that on my bug list now.
That's all right. I escaped through it, and I'm killing the.
Yeah, but do
legendary
we
monster
have?
who's standing on top of us?
I don't know if we actually have that on the list.
I think I wrote that up. At least for one case. Maybe I just wrote it up for one case though, not all of them.
Which one are you at?
We were at the wide loads lair.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep you alive, String, while you're.
Yeah, it's a little problematic. Yeah, we should talk about it. Yeah,
You're invulnerable.
Oh,
but if one of the players decides, I don't want to watch this, then they're solo against the other monsters, and we're not adjusting.
Oh yeah,
I got all legendary stuff.
Party size, right?
I got them.
Okay. make sure everybody's geared up. Let's get ready.
Here, I got a better hat.
Still watching the cutscene.
Mhm.
Okay.
And some of these cinematics, as I've tried to explain, are not fully in the game yet. That
Yes, but this one does look like it has the art.
Yeah, that one's done.
That looks done.
no, there were sketched ones later on. That
Oh yeah, one would hope that the black and white rough sketch
Yep.
cinematics are clearly understood to be works in progress.
You'd think, you'd
I
hope.
like those.
This is a very different artistic style they took with this one. Oh,
Exactly.
All right.
It's
right. We ready?
It is just
Ready.
one of the stages
go.
our team has of expressing the timing and feel and pacing of the cinematics, so that we can later go in and put the art, music, and sound together with that kind of what we call animatic version of it in place. And we decided to go ahead and put that out there so that people could hear their story. But yeah, it's not that is not final. The ones that are like that.
Sorry guys, I had to grab some new items here. I don't have legendary items or anything, but
oh.
Action Cow's asking about when the Lifebound rework's coming. Sean, I assume that's probably not until the Act 3 patch, right?
That is correct. Yeah, we
Okay,
didn't rush
yeah.
that into a hot fix. I want to get more people playing it. I played it for a couple hours, but I want to make sure that like the drop rates and everything feel nice, and then we can talk about whether we keep dropping the unbind scrolls or not. But
Yeah. Because I'd love to have a chance to discuss that part of it.
Sure.
So but that's not coming for a little bit. But we heard you though. Not everyone likes to have the almost hardcore, softcore kind of thing somewhat forced on them. So we're making it more optional now.
Especially when it disappears from your inventory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about maybe having it not just vanish, but maybe we try and put in your inventory. If that's full, maybe it falls on the ground. Just make it unusable or unequipable, so that hey, maybe I can go sell it for some gold at least, or sacrifice it to the luck tree, or break it down for some essence, so that you still get something from it. Yeah.
However, as you said that, I'm sure you already realized yourself several of the challenges and loopholes in that idea.
Yeah.
There may not be room in your inventory. We don't have a way right now that an item goes from your inventory to the ground. And so there's challenges for that. So we'll see.
Not a 2-line fix, Tyler?
No, it's not a simple thing. We don't have the notion of a broken item.
Right.
We don't know that you can't use that item and its stats shouldn't be applied and all that stuff because it's broken, or you can't equip it because it's broken. None of that's a thing.
Tyler, don't crush my dreams.
I know. I just don't like making promises when I'm like, man, that's
But sometimes when I make a promise, that forces you to do things.
Ooh.
yeah. How did that go for the hardcore monument, Max?
Yeah, well, it just hasn't happened yet.
Let's see. I have okay, since we're looking at how characters where they put their points on things, I also have data on what relic skills each class likes to put points into. I think that's pretty interesting stuff.
Is Bane still the popular favorite?
I think there's going to be some surprises as we talk through this.
Oh.
Let me start with sharpshooter, because everyone seems to want sharpshooter in this. Okay, so there is there's definitely a favorite skill to put points into for sharpshooter on relics, but yeah, it doesn't make it 100% clear which. Let me put it this way: I do have pretty clear what the 2 most popular relics are for the sharpshooter. Can people guess what the 2 most popular relics are for the sharpshooter? As far as putting points into skills, I get a good indication of that.
I want to say cold because I like it so much. Gosh darn it.
Cold Heart, yeah.
Oh, you did.
Action Cow's guessing Bane and Bane. So actually, no. It's actually a pretty tight race between these two as to where people are putting points. It's not like one of them is clearly the only one people are using.
Are you guys gonna get me up? Or are you just like gonna solo
Ah.
yourself?
Sorry.
How do I do it?
Like that.
Okay, there's people here who clearly know this game.
Ah,
We have both Shavdar 93 and Warlock 125 are right on the money. It is Bane and Blood Drinker.
that's pretty good.
That's just because
And then-
people don't know how cool cold is.
I really am enjoying the new version of Cold Heart that is going to show up with the Act 3 patch.
Yes, I also really enjoyed playing that. I thought that was.
But I don't think the current version of Cold Heart in early access is that good.
I do not. I agree that it has gotten much cooler.
Yeah, so we're making improvements. Okay, so the two most popular for sharpshooter are Bane and Blood Drinker. The most popular skill that for people to pump points into is that early one of getting health when you kill things. On Blood Drinker, and then yeah, that's for sharpshooter. Let's see if it's the same for other ones though, because I don't think it is the same across all of them. Dusk Mage now. Yeah, Dusk Mage has a whole different profile for which relics people are picking. And I would say there are two clear winners there for which ones people are putting points into. It's the most popular. What are the two most popular Dusk Mage relics? Let's see.
Well, I gotta go with Bane
You're going to go with Bane, okay.
and Electrode.
Okay. Seeing a lot of guesses coming by. And I have to say that there's a little more variety with the Dusk Mage, but there's still two clear winners. Anybody? Fire and Lightning, Cold and Bane. They're all over the place. Okay, let's see who got it right. Shavdar 93 again is right.
That guy's smart.
That guy's got it. He's got his pulse on the people of what is going on. Yeah, and that's the only one I've seen with the right answer of Cold Heart and Electrode. Shavdar says he's level 44. What do you expect? So there's a little known fact that that although we don't have Act 3 in the early access, people can still keep leveling beyond the Sadista fight if they find phase beasts and if they get mapwork scrolls, which I believe are random drops still.
No.
No? Okay.
I don't think
Where do you get them?
They are from contracts, which are turned off right now.
So it's just phase beasts, I think.
Yes.
So if you go into phase beast dungeon, it sends you straight to the boss fight. No having to earn your way there, no having to work your way through other stuff. But if you die against that boss, you're out. So yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, anyway,
I love you.
and they're a level.
No.
So yeah, Dusk Mage, completely different set of relics than the Sharpshooter.
Well, at least we have logs for the Electree, guys, because my Electree's not here.
Oh no!
Oh.
Who's still Electree?
Oh.
Yeah, mine.
All
Well,
right.
it was unlucky.
It's unlucky. Unlucky. Oh,
You didn't
hey!
water your electric.
It came back. We're here.
Oh.
Oh, maybe.
It's a loading thing.
Maybe.
Okay, for the Railman, there is one clear winner as to which relic to use. Which is the one clearly most popular
For the railman?
for the Railman?
Why can't I click on my Electree?
Electrode?
You're saying Electrode? Okay.
Mhm.
Action Cal also is saying Electrode.
Let's go back.
One most popular relic for the Railmaster.
Blood Drinker.
You're saying Blood Drinker, Bean? All right.
I'm saying Blood Drinker. They are too.
Yeah, Bean.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my fort to see if I can touch my.
Yeah.
People are throwing out a few different answers. Okay. Well, the most popular relic for the Railmaster is Blood Drinker, which means that Shavdar 93 is correct again. Man, that guy.
Because you get those blood pools, and yeah, as a ranged character, you'd have to. I gotta run over there and get it. But as a melee build, you might be closer to just picking them up.
Yeah.
It helps with survivability.
Yeah. They definitely put the points into the health on kill when you activate too.
All right, if you guys come to my fort, can you put stuff in my luck tree?
Oh, I already did that. My fort.
I can't and get into my luck tree, and I want it to be blooming.
It'll,
I'll come back later.
I'm going to your fort. I'm going to your fort to see.
Yeah, I've got one.
I'm coming to your fort. Hold on.
okay, for the forged, last one.
No, I can't do it either. Oh, yes, I can.
There's one
Yeah,
most popular.
I donated to your luck tree.
Well, I'm just not very lucky. All right.
You might warp out and warp back.
I tried that. I'll try again later. All right. Go.
Yeah. Did you get
Oh,
through the whole quest?
I do.
You need to talk to Sergeant Clive first.
Yeah, no, I just realized I have the broken quest. See how it says I've got it from a humble seat. Oh no, you're right. Maybe that's all we
You have to go talk to the sergeant.
Maybe this is what's happening. People think it's not.
Yeah, go talk to the sergeant. The quest says go talk to him. Now, I don't disagree that that's I agree that's confusing,
Okay.
and I agree that we should have a cleaner way for it to work. But
Okay.
go
Yep.
talk to the NPC.
Yeah, we got it. We're here.
Okay, again, forged, most popular relic. I'm seeing fire. I'm seeing ice. Fire Bane. Some people are saying Electrode is so much the best one. You should be using that.
Okay.
Tractor Farm has the right answer, which is whatever Shavdar says. But Shavdar.
I'm going with that too. Final answer.
Okay, I'm gonna give a hint, guys. Shavdar's wrong.
Twist.
Shavdar's saying fire, but it's not. It's not fire.
All right, on to Firebelly Village.
Wait for Richter.
All right. I'm waiting.
No, I'm
All right.
We're at the Trial of Fire entrance.
Okay. The forged most popular relic is Blood Drinker. Health on kill when activated. Again,
Yep.
everybody loves that thing.
Oh, let's look at my legendarium.
We're gonna have to take a look at whether what we need to, let me put it this way. I think for with relics, it's not about the nerf bat. With me, lately with relics, the question has been, how can I get the rest of the relics or the rest of the relic skills up to that?
Oh, here we are.
You know what I mean? It's not just, it's
Yeah.
not about nerf bats on relics. It's about how do we make relics seem cooler and more vital to the game.
Yeah, I want people to be frozen. I put all my points into chill out. We're gonna make.
I love when people are frozen too.
Yeah.
So the new thing on Cold Heart actually has a instant freeze and then they go to cold.
Yes, it is so cool.
It is really good.
Now,
and in fact,
I
think there's some tweaks still to make it better, but it's already good.
I'm not crazy. It adds a glacier wall too, right? Like
No, we got rid of the glacier walls being the active skill. We completely changed it to just
Glacier Wall didn't really work right.
I'm gonna have to check.
Even when it did work, though, the thing is, we could have worked on fixing the bugs with it. But even when it did work, it was lame.
Okay.
It was just kind of okay putting this wall of ice out.
Yeah.
And so
It's
instead,
cooler things to do, is what you're saying.
yeah. And so instead, we've got a fan of missiles that chill and freeze
Nice.
and do damage.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh no, it's really good.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
I use that a lot. We're going to talk about ways to make that even better, but it already is a dramatic improvement.
That is very cool.
All right.
So your favorite color is saying I really need a nerf electrode. So that, I'm hearing that. He says he pulls the whole map together into one place, hits electro once, and then everything dies. So yeah, okay.
That's not intended functionality.
That's not really what we want. We prefer a little more tactics than that. Now don't worry, you're helping make the game better. Your favorite color.
Yeah.
No one wants a game that's too easy. Let me make sure that's on the list. Let's see. Make sure.
Yeah.
Just said how we wouldn't nerf anything with relics, and then I'm now nerfing a relic. Isn't that great?
Yeah, hopefully
It's more of a guideline than a rule.
hopefully people get the sense that we are seeing these things and making changes to the game, and it's not, oh, this thing is dominant or overpowered, so this game is dead in the water. Forget about this game. It's all over, guys.
Yeah. And it is true when you have an overpowered skill or relic or something that it tends to make the rest of the content feel irrelevant. And like there's not many choices or depth because there's some imbalance. But it's really hard for us to find the imbalance without the help of our fans. It's just too much time required to play, while we're also trying to do everything else it takes to make the game.
Hey, look, Arando. Hey,
Arando. Hello, Crawdad.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, that's the other thing is the passages, the areas in between the big open areas that lead to dungeons. Those are not only other players' sports, but they're public areas, so you might come across somebody.
We could have invited him to join us.
We could have.
But no. We're an exclusive group.
Ooh,
you have to be way cooler to join us.
Is that the case? Is that why Tyler's not here?
Yeah,
I'm almost made the cut.
I'm trying. I'm trying to work with the chat here. So someone's pointing out that Brilliant Herald is also stupid OP. I believe we have notes on that.
There's a fix on that. There was some math had gone wrong. Terribly wrong.
Oh, that's right. That's the one where it was like it's supposed to be doing 50%, but it's doing like 500% or something like that.
It's only 28%.
28%.
Yeah, 28 times.
28 times.
Guys.
It's already Brilliant Herald is getting fixed.
I got disconnected.
Oh.
There's still a disconnect. Man, we went some hours there. I'm coming back though. You gotta invite me back though.
Okay. Let me know when you're in.
I'm in the town.
Okay.
Somebody's saying that Plague Bearer enemies might be a little overpowered.
Just kidding, I died. It's up to Sean now.
I did notice this morning, Sean, when I played against one of the final bosses that had a Plague Bearer like thing going on, that those poison balls were ridiculous.
Okay.
They hit hard. They might be being scaled by values both in the area as well as the skill. I'm not sure what the cause is.
I'm sure Michael will look into it. I just gave him general feedback about that particular fight, and it included that, so I'm sure he'll get into it. Or I haven't given it yet. It's on my list here to send out today.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Oh, it would be helpful if I had goblins out.
Anyone can invite me.
Yeah, I'm trying not to die.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds here. Let me see. I'll let Sean
Keep your distance while I face tank.
Yeah, I'll go. All right. It says you're offline. Are you offline? Oh.
No, I'm back in.
Okay. It says you're in our. Oh no, that's okay. Hold on.
I don't know if we handle a disconnect right at this point.
What's your name?
Max Schaefer.
Oh.
Capital M, capital S.
Perhaps you've heard of him.
No space. No underscore.
Please say spell that right. Did you get that? Oh, I commanded it wrong.
See if the item drop. report is working.
SCHAEFER.
Is it /invite? How do you do it from chat? I'm so used to doing it from.
I can just go out there and then I'll be next to you.
Okay, into town?
No, I'm going out to Firebelly Village.
Oh, understood. Got it. I'm here with you. I understand.
That might help. Oh, no, come back to the passage. Go back to the previous
Okay.
passage.
All right.
Maybe I'll see you here.
That's cool. I'll solo all these guys.
Somebody's asking, what's the point of stopping the train from moving? And
If you wanted to sit in one spot.
yeah, I use that a lot. Like I
Yeah.
like to put it right where the boss is, kind of hanging out, and then get my own distance away from it.
I'm having
And
trouble.
then you can kind of like juke over to one side and pick off some stragglers or ranged guys without having the train necessarily follow you over there. You might want the train to stick on like a chanter or somebody like that.
Yeah, or even on like the clump of champions you've got going, and you're kiting it around the train.
Yep.
But not without them being on top of you. There's a lot of kind of subtleties to where you park and place and move the train to.
I just try to invite you, Extra, just to see what, or Bean, to see what.
Oh, I was loading, so I may not have gone in.
Okay.
1 second.
We try to get Sean.
Yeah, grab Sean. I was having troubles traveling.
Yeah, the placement of the train is important because it has a relatively small range, and so you really want to like optimize where
He's already
that
in a party.
spot is, so it hits the things you want it to, and can keep hitting them
Hey,
without.
Sean, invite me.
Okay.
Because it sees you now. It's not showing you offline.
Oh yeah, see, I'm still seeing you as offline. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's listing you as offline for me. I can.
Is your Steam online? Did you disconnect on your Steam? Maybe.
Let me look. Yeah, it looks like I'm online.
The plot thickens.
Yeah, it's because things go weird when you disconnect.
Oh, I'm not in a party either. Party. Let's see if that.
Yes. Thank you. Oh,
Yes, there are still party bugs, people.
Yeah, we're still working.
Say something in chat in Travail Point.
Oh, should I go to Travail Point? Hold on.
Yeah, go to Travail.
We'll get this. We'll get this squared away.
I gotta sell crap and gamble anyway.
Max, there's a lot of chat here about Wirt. Like we haven't
Wirt?
really done a homage to Wirt in this game.
An homage.
We should probably consider that for future changes, because that would
Yeah.
he is a character you love to hate.
It's true.
I mean, Wirt's leg being part of Diablo 2 is hilarious, but I mean, we
I don't
do
wanna
have.
get- I don't wanna get
Can
sued by
anyone
Blizzard.
else notice other times we have kind of referenced
Homage.
like an homage to Diablo 2?
All right, you in town?
Yeah, I'm in town.
Say something.
I'm by the waypoint. Okay, hold on. I said hello.
All right. That's my favorite and easiest way. Oh, can't invite you.
Yeah,
It's one of those
something's
party
gone wiggy.
bugs.
Let me log out and log back in.
Yeah, that's always my favorite solution to anything.
yeah, and double check your difficulty as well.
I don't know how that would have changed.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's go see how much money I have, and we'll go gamble.
Well, we know exactly how much you make per hour.
I don't have a lot of money here at all. Dang.
Yeah. Let's go pull that lever.
That's right, man.
What do I need? Let's see. Oh, I need some
All right.
pants. Give me some
I'm in
pants.
town again.
Help me, Rhonda. Give me some pants.
There's some people asking about set items and how many legendaries we'll have.
I still can't invite you. Have you booted your Steam back up? I would try Steam.
I did. Yeah, I didn't quit out of Steam and boot it back up. I should do that.
I'm wondering if it's Steam that's causing this with bloops of disconnects and stuff.
It's totally Steam's fault.
Yeah, I love blaming Steam.
There we go. There we go.
So people asking about set items and stuff. Our approach on set items has been not to go as far as some games have gone with set items, where that's like the only end game, because really the most powerful thing in the game is to collect a set. Instead, our legendaries have this notion of whether you have some similar items on you, and each legendary has its own thing that unlocks when you have at least, I believe, 3 of that type on you. And so, yeah, that's kind of our approach, is to get closer to sets and have our legendaries work a little like sets, but not full go to sets, because we would prefer to allow for a lot more customization than a game that kind of has to make sets as powerful as they need to be worth doing.
And sets all have to kind of drop near each other, or else you level past. There's all kinds of problems. With sets.
It's so frustrating and hard. It's like, well, I have the first part of that set that I got at first, but that thing's like 12 levels behind me now, and it's only for end game. Really, it's only practical for end game.
All right, I see you guys online now. So Sean, if you invite me, I'll get it.
See, I think Steam.
It's Steam.
Yeah,
it's totally Steam.
Yeah, Steam let me know that you were online, so
I'm
I'm
accepting. And I'm in the party again.
You, Bean. Oh, it says you're already in a party, Bean. Oh, we're all in a party.
We're all in a party. Yep.
Party.
We're here. So if you're having problems partying, or like if you've been recently disconnected, reboot Steam. Like any funkiness, always try rebooting Steam first. I find that there's some login issues and stuff that are related to Steam.
I'm warping to you, Sean.
I'm in my fort. I'm short on essence, so
I'm warping to you.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking, well, yeah, no, dude. Some people are asking various questions about endgame, and I just am so tempted to answer, and I just can't. I have to wait. We have to wait until we are ready to announce that. So
whatever you think, it's more awesome than that.
I just can't even talk about it. I can't even talk about it.
All right, we're together once again.
All right.
Go to the abandoned mines, eh?
Yeah.
All right, so we got to go to where are we going?
I have to go to Well-Trodden Path because I didn't get a Fire Village.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
that's where Steam crashed me.
Okay.
So while I keep hearing people asking about having a third skill tree or a third skill tab. I'll go back. We've been talking about skills and how many of them, but I do want to remind people that there are 5 skill tabs that they already have. Sometimes there's not the conventional all class skills in our game. We have the Legendarium, we have Relic skills, and we have Pet skills that all actually have some significant impact on your build and your strategy for your character. It's tempting when you first look at it to judge it just by the class skills, but there is quite a lot of other variety under the hood as you unlock more systems in the game.
Yay, we made it.
We did it. We're here.
Let's kill this clown.
Overseer. What does he oversee anyway?
All this stuff down here.
I guess so.
Right? Why do you think he's named that?
This is our land, not his.
Yeah.
Never mind that they have a full civilization built here.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna destroy their stuff and take their wares.
I can't tell you how jealous I am of your rapid strike when I'm being my sharpshooter. I feel very slow compared to you.
Oh,
Yeah, I love those VFX on that one.
yeah. And also, I got all this legendary gear, so I'm largely invulnerable, so I can just stand there and do it.
Okay.
And I should be until I level through this. If you have a bunch of legendaries, you should be taking names and
Doing cool.
kicking ass.
Your favorite color is asking about boss fights, about whether we're doing more to improve those things, and we definitely have been focused a lot on boss fights in the last few weeks. And while we had some of those fixes in for the early access build, we also have
Are you kidding me?
several more improvements.
Yeah,
I
I got,
got another legendary.
I got another legendary. Sorry.
Oh my goodness!
Thank you very much.
I haven't gotten
It's-
one.
It's skill based, isn't it?
Yeah. All I know is this will hopefully stop Max from whining that legendaries aren't dropping enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting them all in one session.
That's right.
And I'm going to use my legendarium to get these affixes even when I'm not using these. Because
Oh, yeah,
is
man.
that is what the wise player does.
Well, I mean, sometimes I've even gotten ones that were like, I love the affix, but the other stuff isn't working as well for me right now.
Right.
So
And you
let's
level
just,
through it too. So I mean,
yeah. So just go grab what I need.
Yeah. Whoever's hit me on Discord is like, badoop, badoop, badoop. Let me bother you while you're streaming. Badoop.
Yeah, I like as soon as I got on the stream, I just started getting messages from every direction.
Right. It's those guys who cheer during the live recording of the concert, and they're like, "Woo,
Yeah.
that was me. I said woo."
But also, it just by Murphy's law, it's when my parents call and when the delivery happens. And
Absolutely.
there we go.
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah, I gotta imagine these full-time streamers have just got to like block out the rest of their life.
Like turn off Discord, turn off Slack, turn off your phone, turn off
It's crazy.
everything.
That's why Anthony's got his DMs turned off. It's not because he hates other people.
Yeah.
So it's not constant barrage.
And if you're picking about questions, whether something's unintended or a bug, you can always go check Nolt to see what's been reported. We leave
Good call.
dev responses. We'll be doing more Fun Day Friday streams so that you guys can come ask Max and Tyler and Sean and Michael. Is this how it's supposed to work? Is this weapon intended? That way we can answer all those questions as well. So go check Nolt. Come back on our Friday streams. I'll collect some questions and we can do an actual like Q&A.
All right, guys. Should we do the abandoned mines?
Oh shoot. Okay, I'm coming.
Oh wait, we got a guy to take care of here.
Yeah,
We got Nabiki is causing trouble over here.
Yeah, my bad. That's on me.
Somebody's asking about whether we plan to mute or hide chat.
Yes.
God, I
Oh,
hope.
please.
Why would we want that? Everybody's so simple and sweet all the time and complimentary in chat.
One of the reasons is because sometimes chat gets in the way when you're trying to move stuff.
Oh yeah.
And skills. And because.
Yep. I don't know when it's coming out. We'll figure out when that can get released, but that's definitely part of our plans.
Oh my gosh, I am just coming further and further in this mess of stuff.
Oh, you guys got trouble over there too? I'm working on a legendary dude here.
Oh, yeah, we have.
It is true. One of the guys is pointing out that there's this phenomenon of during closed beta there was a bit of a feeling of like, there's not enough people in town, there's not enough going on, it's kind of quiet.
I ain't seen
And
that.
now everyone's like, please shut it up.
Yeah. Please. Can't hear myself think.
Although I will say that we had some solid launch day while everyone was stuck in town and they weren't traveling. There was some pretty amusing people in chat doing like Chuck Norris jokes or whatever it was.
Of course.
It was
Some Baron's chat taking over.
yeah, it was fun. Oh yeah, we should go back in. I get distracted. I like to break.
Yeah. Gotta clear it.
I gotta clear it. Oh, I'm a clearer.
Yeah.
Like I don't like to have any of my map undone by the time I leave it. That feels uncompleted. I like to break all the breakables, and then I just get distracted. All right, I'm in fire. I'm in the abandoned mine.
I do.
Yep. Gearing up.
Got a delivery that showed up. Sorry.
So
Because of course.
I have seen a bug in this one, I believe, where Wolfgram is not able to be rescued. That used
Not always.
not always. Just
That's where my character is currently stuck.
yeah, he's not able to be clicked on. That used to be Hicks. Hicks in closed beta used to be our problem in NPC.
Yep,
Here we
that's known as something that's happened to me. We've got a bug in for it, but I don't know when that fix can come out. Usually, fixes like that can come out pretty quick, but we'll have to see when it ends up happening.
I have to say though, I've really I've been playing pretty smooth. Haven't seen a whole lot of.
No, other than our when I got disconnected, it's been good.
It's been good.
Early access.
Yeah.
Are still bugs.
Yep. Still got some people occasionally checking in on character customization and where we are on that. Just kind of one more time, while we're trying to add more options and stuff, there's certainly a lot more than you see when you just look at the class skills. There's a Legendarium, there's relics, and there's pet skills. But especially
Legendarium, you guys.
Legendarium has got a ton of stuff that you eventually unlock in there.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think currently, I think we don't have the counts for how many in each category, do we?
I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, because oh, we did. Okay. Yeah.
Legendarium's like the biggest skill tree of all.
Yeah, I think there's still there's a handful of legendary items that aren't finished yet.
Yep, we're gonna have a few more, but I don't know if that's where the focus is gonna go. Adding more of those or not.
Right. It's just
Somebody was asking if we could speed up the monsters and speed up their attacks sometimes.
Yeah.
Sean, do you want to talk about your plans for that?
I hope so. Yeah, for ridiculous, like I inched up the damage they're dealing on ridiculous for the next update, but like we go much higher, we're gonna start to approach the
one hit.
You're gonna get one shot.
No one likes the one shot.
Inbuilt one shot prevention is on cooldown, which we have to have. So I think it has to be, the challenge has to not come from just pure damage output. So we've been talking about like giving them all just a sort of buff at ridiculous difficulty that increases their move speed, increases the attack speed, just makes them a little more frenetic. So we're gonna try that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, we have to keep finding ways to make ridiculous interesting, challenging, not just a lot of health and a lot of damage.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because a slot of health is boring, and getting one-shotted is frustrating.
Yeah, so we've got some more tricks.
Kill you a different way.
Right, and we have some more tricks we're looking at too, of whether we can adjust the number of champions or things like that. We'll see if we can get those things going.
There's already a lot of champions in Ridiculous.
Yeah, we already scaled up the number of champions or how frequently they appear when you are at higher difficulties.
Yeah, I think just speeding them up and attack speed and all that is the next step.
Mm-hmm. Like rolling with this big pack of your goblin legions, that is pretty helpful.
No, those guys are awesome.
Oh yeah, the other thing on Painful Ridiculous, I don't think people are aware of, Sean, is the way it affects like how many monsters show up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The pack sizes of monsters, like when you're solo, depending on the monster, it's usually 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 for the big, large packs like skeletons. But those pack sizes increase both with how many people are in your party and also with your difficulty. And those things stack, I believe. So if you're all ridiculous at a party of 4, then you're gonna be playing against the maximum pack sizes of monsters. I think we go any higher than we're doing right now, it's just gonna get too crowded and difficult to click on things. But yeah, it's definitely something you're dealing with at those higher difficulties.
Yeah. Somebody else was talking about different weapon classes and how for some builds and some characters the weapon does feel like a stat stick, as far as the basic attack not being as important. But I know we've done a lot of things recently and in general in the game that affect how that basic attack can be played. For me, there's the legendarium starts with it, but there's legendarium skills that affect your basic attack. The items themselves will increase the basic attack damage as the weapons keep going up in level, and there are bonuses on various skills and various tiers of skills to basic attack damage. So there's quite a few ways to get that basic attack to be faster and higher damage and more important, if you want to build in that direction. You don't have to. That's an option. So for many of the builds I play, it is not a stat stick. It's something I use that doesn't take up any of the energy cost and lets me finish off things. But also it becomes a pretty heavy damage dealer in some cases.
Build up your endurance if you're the Railmaster, right?
Certainly true.
The metaphor is it's a bit stretch right now. I'm not sure how swinging a hammer builds up your endurance. So yeah.
They just love to work on the railroad.
There you go.
Enthusiasm. Yeah.
It's an enthusiasm boost. They're only happy when working on the railroad.
Yeah, spirit. Figure something.
Another couple things that a lot of people don't realize when they first play. One is that you could turn on nameplates on everything if you like to have nameplates. So you can see what stuff can be clicked on, including items on the ground and the various gadgets.
Oh, and damage numbers. We all love damage numbers, right, Tyler?
Not all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other one? There was damage numbers and...
You got show profile names overhead, show nameplates, damage numbers, disable
Stop moving.
Disable click to move, allow skill retargeting, and stop moving after target dies. There's a few of those ones.
Yeah, so there's a few different options to play with there. And, the other one is, and this is important for a lot of players, is that you can play it with a controller.
Oh, yes. Good controller support. I think there's still a couple things that everyone's been really happy. So, I know that there's one thing that's come up a lot, and that's the, force move. Do you know if the updates, or if that is going to get updated to something people are more familiar with, or...
I don't know yet. We've right now got it where if you hold down Control and click, you can make it that makes it force move, just like Shift is force not move. But if you hold down Control and click, that will do a force move. There has been a suggestion to get another skill that is a force move skill, which I don't know if we've made that yet, but we have some skepticism as to, with limited skill slots, how much people really want that.
I mean, we asked in Nolt, and it was pretty clear from a number of people's comments of what they literally want is a hotkey that just moves me, or it just moves to where my cursor is.
Okay. We can certainly look at doing
that to me, but that's what they're directly asking for.
Yep.
And that wouldn't be too hard. One thing about it that makes that more easy for us to do than adding, say, another skill slot is that the gamepad doesn't need that.
Right.
And so, allowing that to be something you could bind or have shouldn't be too much work. I don't know when it's gonna get done.
Skittles is going down.
Oh yeah, we got him. That was good.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh, my precious ember cores.
One day I will get a legendary. I'll keep faith.
Yeah, I've gotten about 3 now.
Ah,
Should I choose magic lifebound shield or magic lifebound shield?
I
Did
have
we also
legendary.
remove the control key thing? Should we remove the control key functionality as well when we do that?
I don't know. I like doing that. It's
Just leave that in.
we'll see.
All right.
oh, I already have a toe bean. I don't have another good bean-related name for a cat. Lean.
I have so many legendaries. I just don't know. I'm gonna get rid of some.
Oh, Max.
Did you really just say that to me? If only there
Nice.
were trading. Oh wait, you're not a cool port or a sharpshooter. All right. Let's take a look here.
All right. What level are you guys?
9.
10.
10. So that took us about 3 hours to get to level 10, playing as a party.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go put all this stuff in my love tree.
But that's including like town time and all the other and all the other stuff.
Disconnecting, trying to find each other.
Yep.
And you guys are crushing through the maps. I mean, somebody who's a little bit more anal retentive might take a little bit longer making sure every part of that map is.
We are not
Exploit.
completionists.
Let's get these in there. I want my tree to bloom.
Blossom. The luck tree is worth it just because it's a good-looking tree.
It is so pretty. It's a nice looking prop.
I'm gonna go to my fort first.
I'm at my fort.
All right, you guys. How are you feeling? We're only supposed to be streaming for another half hour. Do you guys want to keep stream for the last little bit? Do you want to?
I think I need to take a break. I think
Yeah.
I'm done. I gotta get some
Yeah.
lunch.
Hungry. Yeah.
Warrior's getting dizzy.
All right. Why don't you guys take off? I'm gonna play a little bit more for the half hour. Maybe build up my forts, since that's my favorite part, and I have a bear
There you
fort.
go.
And yeah, thank you guys for joining me.
Awesome.
And chatting
Yeah,
up
that was
all
great.
this stuff. And
A lot of fun.
we'll be back again on. You guys will be joining on more of this Fun Day stream, so we'll have you back to chat, and we keep people updated about what's going on, and we'll take some Q&A. Maybe I'll click some questions. That way we can have people maybe answer them. So yeah,
Awesome.
thank
Awesome. Yeah, thanks everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
you so much.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right, guys, we are here. I am gonna spend some time building my fort, so I'm not gonna have any super special statistics or anything like that. But you can hang out, watch me build my fort here a little bit, do a little bit of wind down before we kick off the stream. So first thing I'm gonna do is just store everything again, even though there was one thing out. I like the button. I asked for it, so I'm gonna use it. Alright, we need some paths here. I like wooden paths though. Do I even have any of those? Okay. Maybe something like this. Here. Has anybody else spent some time building their fort? Oh, you need me to adjust it. My mic is really low. Alright, I can work on that. I got that. Let's see. Is this much, much louder? Is that much better? I feel like that's probably much louder. You let me know. Okay. Sorry, I didn't have that up a little bit earlier. Start of the stream was a little bit hectic today. Alright. Oh, I don't want there. Alright, so we're gonna put this down right here. A little bit. I like it a little bit overlapped right there. But we need some walls. Now, most of the props are gonna be coming, or a huge chunk of them anyway, are gonna be coming once the contracts are unlocked, and contracts will be available when Act 3 is unlocked. So I'm super excited about that because everybody knows I love to do fort stuff. So yeah, it was a great stream. Thank you so much. We'll have more streams with Tyler and Max, everybody. So keep checking back. Contracts are a feature where you can it's tied to fame, so you get fame by killing bosses, and then your fame, you can pick one of 3 contracts, and each one of those contracts have a particular theme, and they unlock things as you gain more fame. So you'll go higher up in your contract level as you unlock it, and it unlocks things like storage, extra storage, character slots, props. Oh, Fox, help me out. What other things? Respec scrolls, all sorts of consumables, gold. So there's all sorts of stuff that gets unlocked from contracts. Alright, let's see what we've got for decoration in the walls. Oh my gosh, I need gold. I need gold so bad. Dang. That's okay though. We'll see what we can do with what we've got, and I just need to go start getting some gold. That seems to be always a problem because I die pretty often, and I don't like spawning in town. I just want to get back into the meat grinder. You're gonna max your sharpshooters. Grinding 16 more levels. Yeah, I gotta get in it. It was fun to actually be able to get in and play because I knew my account was gonna get wiped. So I was a little hesitant to get really far into it. But now I can do this, and boy, do I just need so much more stuff here. I can't even do anything yet. Spare, it's a new account. Let's see, just so people can see that I've done it here. Stick that right there. I don't know, let's make sure we have a nice, happy little tree there, as Bob Ross would say. Let's need some lights because what's the point? Yes. Oh yeah. Maybe like a tall tangled vine here. I don't know how I feel about that. No arch is available. I'm sorry. I'm sure I will look into that. I will see what the story is. It might be a part of the contract thing, but I'll take a look. Or it might be as part of some of the other updates. You heard that some of the updates are being held a little bit, just to make sure that they're QA'd properly, so it could be in part of those updates. Alright, I got a nice little thing here. I'm gonna add some... I mean, I don't want my fort to look total, like I haven't changed anything about it. People will give me such crap. Oh, you know what? I think I'd rather have my lectry like kind of over in like a garden. And we'll put my thing here. My favorite thing was to like make it look like it was flaming or something. I don't know. Ooh, there we go. Something like that maybe. You need somewhere to sit, so we'll just throw those in there. Oh, pet shelter. Now there is a bug that's known that your pet shelter gets stuck permanently, but you can use the store all button if you need to. But knowing that, I'm going to be very careful about where I place my pet shelter. I can always fix it later. I love building forts, so I don't mind redesigning my fort at all. I can spend hours doing this. Let's see. Translation. So most of the localization is in-game right now, but there is some portions that are missing. So the languages that are in-game right now are the languages that we are going to have available. That may might change in the future, but that's currently where localization stands. All right. Let's get like a barrel or something here too to greet people. That way they can put their swords on there. Put our tents right here. Oh yeah, I need to put my reliquary and stuff in here. I'm gonna actually like make a library at some point for my reliquary when I get walls and the contracts are unlocked, but for the moment we'll just stick it in the back. Oh, that's okay. I know that it's there. So there is this little weird issue that makes it look like it's not there, but if you get closer to it, it's there. You know, let's put the reliquary in my little garden over here. Oh, I need my shared stash. We'll put that over here by this for the moment. So I think my fort's gonna like evolve over time. Are there any plans for SA servers? I don't know. I know that adding different locations for servers has been talked about. I don't know if there's any confirmation on that, but I know that it's been requested maybe to have like servers for Australia or that area. So that may happen. I just don't have any specific details about that yet. All right. Putting some rocks. I don't know. Well, I guess you might put your thing by some rocks. All right. Do we have any more walls? Any? I need walls. I like walls. Oops. Not that I can afford, because I am broke. Oh, put some scaffolding up. Maybe like over here. Oh yeah, that's. Let's see. Ooh, more shrubs. Always love a good shrub. Plants are some of my favorite things. Anything else I got? Oh, bench. I want to build a bench. Alright. I think I'm okay for that for the moment. I don't think I have... Oh, I could put my enchanter's altar. I'll put that over here too. Okay. It's alright. We'll make that prettier at some point in the future. Alright. I think that's okay for the moment. It's at least not completely barren. I mean, that would be embarrassing. I don't have a whole lot of other stuff yet, but I also have not made it through the game on this character. So that's to be expected. And alright, I think that's all I can really do that I want to do. I guess we'll just stick this under here for the moment. Whatever. Okay. Ah, I think that's good. I think that's fine. I don't have, I'm missing some stuff, but we'll get there. We will get there. Stick some random things around. Oh, another tall tangled vine. I think we should just put another one over here. Oh, and I love the mushrooms. Let's just stick a mushroom right here. All right. Another bare oak tree. I'll just stick that. Okay, is that everything that I can build? Let's see. How many heroes do you expect? Do you mean character classes? Currently there is 4 character classes, and any details for anything else has yet to be determined / announced. So that one. Alright, I think that's looking pretty okay. It's a better than a barren fort. I'm alright with that. Let's go back to town and just see if I can... Oh, I don't have any money, do I? Maybe I am done. Maybe that's all I can do in this run. And we should just call it a little bit early, because I have no gold. I was going to gamble, but I have no gold. I'm poor. I can't even build stuff in my fort. Other locations, greater diversity, new elements. Well, if you haven't checked it out, if you go onto Steam, and on the Steam page, we do have a state of the game that was posted when we launched that kind of talks about what's happening and what's going to happen in early access. So Act 3 is going to be unlocked, which is really cool. It's a lot of people's favorite act. It's very pretty. There's a lot of really cool things that are interesting and different and very unique about Act 3. And a lot of things that tie into Act 3. So I think that will be cool, and a lot of people will really enjoy that. And then the endgame experience, which is being created, is going to be that. A lot of fun. There's going to be stuff. Yes. All right, guys. Well, I think that we might just call it good here. I think we're at a good place. Let me see where I made it to in the map. Oh, shoot. We didn't even make it halfway through. Oh, I've got a lot to do still. That's okay. I can keep going on this character and I'll do it.
Here for coin.
I don't have any legendaries, but
Come back with more coin.
maybe next time. Let's hurry and check my skills to make sure I've done everything there too. Because, look at that. I totally haven't. Oh, no. I should respect that. That's okay. I love Explosive Arrow, and my build has changed from closed beta because Explosive Arrow used to be really early on, and now it's all the way over here at level 15, so I have to hold on to my points and wait. Maybe I could be looking at doing something else in the interim, but I love it. Maybe I'll end up maybe I'll do a summon one, because I love Scout's Bones. If you haven't tried the Rat Ball is where it's all about. It's a fun one. I like it anyway. See, this could be the board where you like click on it, and then you could see the fort of the week, and then you could just travel to somebody's fort. That's what I want, so I can go see cool forts. All right, guys. Well, I am gonna call it. We streamed without doing an intermission or anything, and we did the whole 3 hours. Or pretty close to it. We'll be coming back to do Friday Fun Day streams, so please come back and check that out. Come hang out in Discord. You can send me questions for streams and Discords. Not now, but maybe in a day or two when things get less hectic and I can start to actually collect them. And yeah, we're gonna have fun. Join us on Twitter, Discord, all the things. And that's it. I think that's all I got. And yeah. Have a good time. Enjoy your week. And we'll see you on Friday. Yeah. Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. See you guys later.